I'm happy to say that these times are no more, but you know, I'll be honest, there was a time when the extent of my knowledge on Five Nights at Freddy's was based on only fragments of my 10-year-old memory, and, I'm ashamed to admit it, but this guy. Hey, who's your favorite FNAF animatronic? I know it's been a while, but just try to remember. There's Freddy, there's, which if you were to take away anything from today's video, let it be this. Out of all of the animatronics, Springtrap is absolutely the sexy. I know, I have a problem, and honestly, I think I should have seen it sooner. Was it 10 years ago, the first Five Nights at Freddy's game would release, and I would eventually make my way to playing it at a friend's house or something like that. But after the first one, FNAF would be a franchise that I would leave be, and it has long been forgotten. For 500 years it waited, knowing one day I would be back. And that day has finally come, and it came like a lion. There I was one night, with no knowledge of what was to come. I was sitting in my own world, watching One Piece, probably, or Star Wars, or something cultured. Truth is, I don't remember. But that night, it was time that my sister and I would hang out. And it was then that we discovered the 4-pack of Five Nights at Freddy's for $40 on console. And with the added motivation of turning it into a pizza party, the night was set. I thought it would be fun, but little did I know. Wait, that sounds bad. It was fun. But little did I know what I would become. Soon it wasn't just the 4, but then Sister Location, Pizzeria Simulator, Ultimate Custom Night, Security Breach, Ruin, and now this. No! 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 No, please! Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. Is it completely fictitious scenarios? Doesn't feel fake. Whew. Hey, Carl. I love you. Okay. That actually got my heart rate going. Okay. Well, FNAF 4 is the most, in my opinion, the most intense, Close the door! Okay. It's fine, right? You know. But FNAF 4 is the most intense, FNAF game in my humble opinion. So I guess it would make sense that that it would also be the most intense in VR, right? I don't think. Yeah. The truth is, it wasn't just the games. It wasn't just the games. Let me tell you, I went on a mission to find bootleg FNAF Lego figures. I mean, worth it. They're beautiful. I love FNAF 4 so much, so of course, I needed to find a bootleg Lego set of the bedroom, obviously. And obviously, I would have needed to spice up my phone with some new wallpapers. I couldn't just... And obviously, I needed to spice up my phone with some new wallpapers. Because that's beautiful. And I mean, at that point, I might as well just make a playlist with all of those FNAF songs that are just so catchy they should be illegal. I mean, come on, just look at all these silly little guys. If I don't watch this video at least twice a week, I'll be immediately sent into cardiac arrest. Do you know how long it took me to find this guy? Okay, let's try that again. Do you know how long it took me to find this guy? Come on, get. Whatever, it won't focus. Do you know how long it took me to find this guy? Like 2 days. Back in 2023, November, I think. I thought the FNAF movie was, you know, just okay, but I'd probably never watch it again. Not out of any dislike, but just general, Now I've rewatched it twice in the past month. And you know what? It's goated. Like, I'm sorry, but this movie is just goated. Like, that's just it. And, you know, I've pretty much accepted my fate at this point. I am now the very thing I swore to destroy. Just kidding. I've actually never harbored any ill will towards the fandom of FNAF. But now, I am one of you. I am one of the many whose YouTube feeds are plagued with, you know, just brief 8-hour lore videos. I do want to publicly apologize to the fans of this game, book, movie, universe thing. You know, no one knows I thought this, so I could just leave it, and that's fine. But, you know, I'm just gonna say it anyway. I totally thought that these were, like, just kids games and nothing more, really. Like, yeah, Johnny Who's 10 likes it, of course. Johnny Who's 10 likes FNAF. But I think I might be wrong about that, because never did I realize how complicated these games actually are. Well, I mean, like, they're simple once you understand them and once you memorize the patterns, but some of these patterns are just so weird, and like, how would anyone just figure this out without a YouTube video explaining how to survive this night? It's so weird, but I love it. Eventually, so much is going on at one point in some of these games that even I struggled. So, I mean, I also just suck at video games, so it is what it is, but, like, yes, there are still kids playing them, obviously, like, that's still hugely popular among all ages, but it's like a franchise that's grown with its audience, and I can see that from playing each game after each game. And then the security breach, but it's fine. And something I've been missing out on for a while when watching movies is jump scares. I just can't get jump scared when watching a movie, because I'm always analyzing the movie, being like, oh, this is probably where they're gonna go. Oh, okay, yeah, there it is. I'm saying, like, oh, okay, they can set up the jump scare this way. That'll be interesting. Okay, yeah, there's the jump scare. It's like, it rarely happens. But with these games, they happened. And that's partly why I got so invested in playing these games, is because I enjoyed the jump scares. I loved them. Some people say they wear off after a while, and some do, but hey, some still take my soul away. It's been a wild ride, and I have to say, yes, lots of these are definitely PC intended games, and playing them on console doesn't help with some of them. With most of them, the transfer is handled, you know, pretty well, and with this, it really depends on your sensitivity settings, like on your controller and everything, but, you know, once you get that to where you're comfortable for this game, the gaming system shouldn't provide any inconveniences, really. In fact, for FNAF 3, getting to play the mini games in the cameras is so easy, because you don't have to click on anything in the cameras. You just have to press X when you're on it. And then the sister location. With a transfer to console so bad, I genuinely could not wait until I finished it so that I could never play it again. Also, another thing, Five Nights at Freddy's is such a scam. It's such a lie. Only one of the games is the title Five Nights at Freddy's actually accurate, because with most of the others, the full story of the game takes place over 6 nights or less than 5 or whatever, just not 5. And I think Sister Location is the only game where 5 nights is an accurate title, where you only spend 5 nights at this place. But even then, it's not Freddy's, is it? Because it's like Circus Baby Entertainment. So even then, it's still not 5 Nights at Freddy's. It's fine, though. I'm not actually mad about it. But yeah, you get a bonus room, but that's still on this 5th night, so it's not an extra night. It's just an extended night. And then the security breach is just 1 night, so there you go. One night at Freddy's. Is this where you want to be? But after playing all of them, I gotta be honest, my entire perspective on gaming has changed. Because I used to just like the third person or first person kind of open world style games where you get to wander around and do things. Like a Halo where you get to actually like move through the map, or a Jedi Fallen Order or something. Something that truly shows the extravagance and magnificence of these gaming worlds that are created. Which I still love that. I love that. That's awesome. But I used to always think that anything else was kind of just boring. And listen, I still don't like tabletop games, or what is it? Top-down games, whatever. The one where you kind of like just make people... Halo Wars. Just look up Halo Wars if you want to know what I'm talking about. I still don't like those. But honestly, after playing all of the FNAF games, and then including Security Breach, which is more like that. It's a first-person game where you get to move around the Pizzaplex and everything. I actually prefer the earlier styles way more. I think that's way more fun. And I don't know, it's just opened my eyes up to a new type of gaming experience. So that's fun. That's not a knock on Security Breach, though. I do actually like Security Breach, even though I think I've made fun of it 2 or 3 times. I don't know. I'm sorry. I started to make fun of it. I do like it. I do like it. But now that I've been ruined by FNAF, I'd like to thank you for tuning in to this little video here. And as always, I'd like to bring a friendly reminder of that friendly subscribe button. Until next time, I've been Shin Glassman, and I'll see you in the next one.